Alright guys, so Fuller with another video. Shout outs to the whole LDBC. So, man, I don't want to get into too much detail about what's been said already about this Spence Garcia fight. I'll probably make a fight prediction on Friday, more or less so. But from this press conference, I know I just did another video about another great Caribbean figure, and what he did. But with Errol Spence, I just want to kind of cook off of something real quick, man. With Errol Spence kind of solidifies the Caribbean state of mind. And what I mean by that is, I think a lot has to do with his Jamaican heritage. And no, I'm not trying to be nationalistic, but I mean, I think it's just passed down through the generations, You look at Caribbean people, be it Jamaicans, be it from people from Trinidad, people from Barbados, people from Bermuda, people from St. Lucia. You know what I mean? When you look at their temperament, man, for the most part, they're poker face, they're calm, cool, and collected. But if you make them mad, or if you overcross the boundaries, they go from 0 to 60 in a matter of in less than a second. You know what I mean? It doesn't take them that long. And so when I watched this press conference, that's kind of what I saw from Errol Spence. From what I see, and I'm just going by the body language test, Mikey Garcia is pretty nervous. Although he's not stuttering, he's not giving a definite answer when it comes to the questions posed. Whereas Errol Spence is giving you definite answers, And I mean, he kind of G-checked Mikey Garcia talking about, you guys have been talking smack when you're not around, but when you're around me, all that smack talk stops and stuff like that. And then when, Mikey Garcia said, I'm going to dethrone him, Errol Spence just gave this grimacing laugh. You know what I mean? So, what I expect basically is that, Errol Spence has said that he's going to massacre Mikey Garcia. And I expect Errol Spence, and don't flag the channel because I'm saying this, but I've been looking at the pad work that Errol Spence has been doing and the bag work that Errol Spence has been doing. And one thing I can say is that he's looking a little bit quicker than usual. And I don't want to give out any of my gems passed down to me from my coach. But put it this way. Usually if you're faster, you're going to be a lot more powerful as well. I'm just going to leave it at that. And so, from what I see from Errol Spence, it's from the pad work he's looking faster. I'm looking, and it seems like the fast twitch muscles are activated even more so now. So, honestly, I think Mikey's going to get hit with things that he's not going to even see coming, basically. And I'm just going to say that from looking at Mikey Garcia when they faced off and stuff like that, and then they faced the camera, Errol Spence didn't smile, okay? There was no smile on his face. When Mikey Garcia faced the camera, there was kind of this half unsure smile. You know, so I think he knows what's coming. I think he does already kind of know the inevitable that's to come. And you're absolutely right if you say that size does not matter. In a lot of cases, if you're superly, ultimately a skilled fighter, then size is not going to matter. But you have to be unbelievably skilled. I mean, like, when I say unbelievably skilled, your special effects have to be on the level of the Matrix, you know. You have to basically break new ground, you know, in order to overcome that size deficit. And while I think Mikey is an excellent fighter, a technically sound fighter, a brilliant fighter, I don't think he has those special effects to do what he's carrying out to do, you know. So with that being said, you know, I'm just gonna put it like this, and if it doesn't happen this way, I'm prepared to eat the crow. I'm prepared to eat all the crow in the world. But without me giving out my pre-fight prediction, I expect Errol Spence to be like a maroon that's hacking through, chopping down sugar cane or chopping down crops that belong to a colonizer. And, you know, I'm sorry to say it, but I attribute Mikey to being that crop, you know, and that the chopping will just continue, and, you know, yeah. Because all of the Caribbean people I know, they pretty much have the same temperament. They're very chill, very laid-back people. But when you get them mad, when you get them angry, when you push a button, they go from 0 to 60, and they will show you a different side of them, you know. I'll give you an example. I had a dude named Marley. Marley was from, I want to say St. Vincent. There was something someone said to me, and I was just going to brush it off myself. Like, I'm like, nah, like, let's not worry about this dude. You know, it's nothing. Marley was ready to go to the car and get the cutlass and really show that guy something. In fact, he was trying to fight that guy. You know, he was really trying to fight that guy. The guy who said it, basically, I mean, honestly, Marley was just staring him down, and it looked like he saw into the guy's soul, and the guy just backpedaled so much and said, my bad, my mistake. I was just playing around, like, my bad, man. I didn't mean nothing by it. It's no problem. I don't want no problem. Your family. I mean, he really backtracked when Marley really got crazy. And he's a chill dude, man. Marley's usually chill as hell. You know, but I think that's what happened with Mikey Garcia. Because I think he said things that have triggered Errol Spence. And, you know, Errol Spence has said it's going to be a massacre. So, I don't know. Maybe the spirit of, like, you know, I'm sorry to say it, but maybe the spirit of Boukman is going to be with Errol Spence. Like, Duty Boukman's going to be with them. And, you know, it's just going to be all bad for Mikey. And for those of you guys who don't know who Duty Boukman is, he was one of the Jamaicans in the Haitian Revolution. You know, he originally was transferred from Jamaica to Haiti because I think he was kicking it off in Jamaica, you know. So I don't say this to divide us. I just say this because I see the similarity with Marley and with Errol Spence in their temperament. And, you know, again, Errol Spence is of Jamaican heritage, Jamaican origin. And he just reminds me of a lot of my Caribbean comrades, you know. And so I just did the body language test, and you know, I know Mikey ain't gonna pull out of the fight, but you know, I know it sounds crazy as hell. This sounds very, very like conspiracy theory like, but I wouldn't be surprised if Mikey takes a dive, like after like maybe one rib cage shot, he decides to just like look around and be like, oh crap, let me just take a dive. You know, this dude probably gonna break my ribs. And so again, I respect Mikey. I respect him for having that Aztec warrior spirit, wanting to go against a top, probably in my eyes, the best welterweight on the planet right now. I respect him for having that Aztec warrior spirit, man. But it's just that, you know, if I were Mikey, I just would have done a tune-up first. You know, that would have been a better thing. Like, get accustomed to the 147 weight class before you bark up this tree. But it is what it is. I think it's going to be the first pay-per-view for Mikey, or the first time he headlining a pay-per-view. So F it, man. Have at it. Looking forward to it. Now it's really hitting me that this fight is right around the corner, and it's going to be a great show, man. That's all I got for now. Fuller signing out. Njarama.